This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I love being here helping you with playing the guitar. In this video, we're going to work on A, D, and E7, with E7 being that newer focus chord of the lesson series right now. We're going to be putting those chords together with a strumming pattern for 3/4 time, down, down, up, down. We have worked on this strumming pattern before, but never with this combination of chords, so we're going to be doing it all together. It's going to be great. This video does accompany Lesson 5 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. So if you have that book, you're going to want to turn to pages 29 and 30. We're going to be working on the songs from those pages in the jam along portion, where you, me, and the band jam along together. So let's go ahead and dive in here. First, reviewing this strumming pattern. So the strumming pattern goes down, down, up, down. 1, 2, up, 3. As I've mentioned with 3/4 time before, it can help to count through because we're not so used to the odd numbered beats in a measure rhythmically. It doesn't necessarily feel right inside of us, so we have to count and kind of get used to that sometimes. So you'd have 1, 2, up, 3. Down, down, up, down. 1, 2, up, 3. And you can just practice that with those muted strings as much as you need to, reviewing that strumming pattern. But we're going to go ahead here just practicing together and plug this in with the chords. So we'll start with A, then D, then E7. I'm not going to review those chords specifically. I have introduced them previously in the lesson series. I do have them up here on the board if you need. They're also on page 28 of the book if you want to look at them there. But we're going to start off with A for a measure, then D for a measure, then E7 for a measure, and then we'll go back to A. And we'll just repeat that a couple times. It's a great little exercise to practice this strumming pattern with these chords. So we go ready, and we'd have A, D, E7, and A, with 1, 2, up, 3, 1, 2, up, 3, 1, 2, up, 3, 1, 2, up, 3, or down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. So that's a great exercise. You could practice through that at different tempos as much as you'd like to. If you need to, you can play each one of those chords with multiple measures, have them last longer. When switching chords, I've mentioned this a couple times throughout the series, it's important to start thinking about and actually start changing chords right after you've done the last strum of a measure, of a given strumming pattern. Because if we wait until the downbeat or the down strum of the next chord, we've already missed the chance to get there. So we want to be ready when that comes. So with this, down, down, up, down, I want to think about and already start switching to D. Then I want to think about and already be switching to E7, think about and already be switching back to A, so that I can get there in time for that downbeat. So down, switch, switch, switch. So that's an important thing to sort of work on as you're working on these strumming patterns. Another thing you can do is try and keep that right hand going, even if it takes time to switch to that next chord. So I can have that A. I might even think about switching, but it might take me a second to get there, and I might be fumbling, and that's okay. Just try to keep the right hand going. That's another great thing to work on as you're working on speed between one chord to the next, from switching from one chord to the next. Okay, another thing I need to review here before we play these songs and jam on these songs together is that we can swing that 8th note. We can have that up strum come in a little bit further back into the beat. So it could be down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So you can work on swinging that 8th note a little bit, the up strum, the and, the off beat in the counted rhythm, pushing it back into the beat a little bit. You can practice that way. Depending on the groove of a song, we may be swinging the 8th notes just a little bit. We might be swinging them a lot, or we might have completely even 8th notes. So you just kind of want to practice when you're working as an exercise with all of them, so that when you're jamming along with that band or when you're playing a song any song with the strumming pattern that you can fit the groove of that song, which may have more even eighth notes or more swung eighth notes. Okay, so it's time to jam together. We're going to be playing together on numbers 2, 3, and 4. So 3 different songs starting there on page 29. Each one will happen at 2 different tempos, a slower tempo and then a faster tempo. So with these, like I sometimes mention or have often mentioned, you can practice each element individually. Just practice the strumming with those muted strings, just practice switching chords without worrying about the right hand, just practice the singing, then put 2 of the elements together, and finally all 3. Or if you're not worrying about singing right now, that's okay, just worry about the other 2 elements. That's a great thing to do when you get to jam right along with me on these songs. So we'll be using this strumming pattern, these chords, and you, me, and the band are going to have a blast. So let's go ahead and jam together.
The
of Laredo as I walked out in Laredo one day. I spied a poor cowboy wrapped up in white linen, wrapped up in white linen, as cold as the bay. Alright, I hope this is fun and helpful for you. Now, in the next video, we're going to continue to work with A, D, and E7, but we're going to be working on those chords with another strumming pattern, one that works for 4/4 times. So it's going to be great. Keep having fun, take care, and I'll see you in more of these videos. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.